Ain't nobody got time to wait for this timer to go out. Hello, people. Let's go. Welcome. Good afternoon, good day, good morning, good whatever time of the day it might be. Did that make the music too quiet? We'll see. Yo. Hey, Charles. Hey, Patrick. Welcome here for the first time. Glad to have you here. Hey, Manolin. Hey, Solko. Hey, Pajama. What is impossible? Me being early? Ha! Hey, Yuta. Hey, Anova. Hey, Yelk. Hey, Red. Hey, Bao. Nefo, James. Holy crap, there's a lot of you again. Hey, Aura. Hey, Polak. Yo. I hope your day is going wonderfully today. What's up? Your builds help me so much. I'm very glad to hear you. I will try to keep on making more, so make sure to tune in the future as well. Glad to have you all here. So it's been I feel like an eternity since I farmed on main account. So this is my main account. So this is me doing a one push season with the other guys in ZEUSRAGE. So yeah, this is my main account. 22 million waves in. So we'll be farming on this Bone Dragon on this account. It's kind of a weird thing to calculate, like, should I even farm now before the update goes live and before we got the increased drop rates when we level up the Strange Key? But then again, I have done 1.2 million defense anyway, so I guess I can do a little bit more. Can you hear that music in the background, or should I turn it up a little bit? Hey Jeffrey, welcome. Hey Lawrence. Hey everyone, hey For Real. How you guys doing? I forgot to gather more white crystals, so we'll just start by crafting 6E items and see if we can start with some decent luck. Hey Eric, yo. Can you hear it? Okay, that's nice. I'm a little bit noob when it comes to the sound levels. Like, I can see the sound bars moving, like my microphone is way higher than the music, the background music, but I guess that should be normal. It's a stream thing. I accidentally did something dumb. You can't just leave it at there, man. What did you do? What did you do? First time at the stream? Welcome to you as well. Welcome for the first time. Glad to have you here. Yo. Hey, Iron Fist. Welcome as well. I hope you get me this time. Hear me this time. Let's go gamble. Yeah, the gamble bot should be on, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm just gonna do 6 weapons to get started, and then we can start doing some bone farming. And we can talk about beta as well. Meanwhile, this would like 2 useful lines for Succubus. Crit chance is pretty good as well, but summon time for Succubus is not great. I'm not gonna be keeping this. I have... Ooh, that's a nice one. Sadly, a bad E-line. I have maybe room for like 3 items, so we can't really keep things we won't be using. This one is probably a keeper though. It has really nice rolls, and all the 3 lines are good. Accidentally turned off golden horn, so I had a slow vapor hour for several hours. Hey, we've all been there, mate. No worries, it's not the end of the world. It's quite easily to happen, especially after hell mode runs, so that's also really annoying. Hey there, welcome. Hey Joshua. Yo. Yeah, I have to keep this, right? I have to keep this. I might have something similar, and I probably would maybe need it, but I'll keep it. It's a good one. This one on the other hand, no. No. What heroes good with slow? Anything that does crowd control. So Dorothy, Slingers, Mechanic Ram. In hell mode, maybe Goblin. Flying Orcs. Like things that don't do damage, that are used for crowd control. Of course, if you are in... We're getting a lot of crowd control items today. But if you're just getting started with the game, you probably don't know what is a damage dealer and what is a crowd control unit. Which is why I would recommend, of course, like checking a build, and that usually tells what is what. I won't keep this. Maybe if it had a CDE line, of course I would keep it, but it wasn't a bad item. And the first IQ item of the day, which is, well, 1 cooldown. It's not a staff and it's not a DCDIQ, but yeah, It's there. It's close. It's close. DCDIQ staff when? Maybe today. Who knows? Who knows? Not if top 10 is the... Oh, yeah! Ah! Screw that. Oh, damn. Damn pajama. That is unfortunate. Are you gonna patch it up with some oranges or just let it go? What is the ranking right now? Putting you as a background music noise. Appreciate that, Yell. Appreciate that. I'm very glad to serve as a background music. Wow. How many stun items are we getting? It's another double stun bow. At this time with not the cooldown line, but the summon time. We are getting a crowd control update for sure. This is foreshadowing. This is foreshadowing so much. Keep double stun items, keep double knockback items. I don't need them on this account. I have way too many. You're top 13 right now. What is the difference? I mean, it's just a 1.5k oranges difference. Unless, well, OC also oranges, so... Who knows? Is there any way to contact support of this game because I got permabanned for farming with BlueStacks? Well, if you use auto-clicker or macro in the BlueStacks, then there is no way to get unbanned. Because that's literally a bannable offense. There is a way to contact the developer to create a support ticket though, if you feel you have not done anything wrong. But anything that does things automatically for you in this game is, well, warranted for a ban. So it depends on your situation. DM me in Discord if you feel like you have not done anything wrong. I will send you the link so you can appeal. But if you use anything like, if you used like the BlueStacks built-in macro or record your clicks and stuff, then there won't be unbanned. Unfortunately. You know when the update will be? Let me see. Let me check if I... Ooh, I don't have my hotkeys set up. Ooh, give me a sec. I can quite confidently say the update won't come out this month. Just because of the fact that we are still, like, waiting some changes for the beta. According to the latest notes from the dev. So... Oh, thank you for the subs, by the way. I appreciate that a lot. I'm trying to set up my hotkeys for the dragon farming, and this is... I know what these hotkeys are, I think. I've been just fooling around in beta so much. But yeah, I think it will probably be during next month. It depends how much stuff he still wants to add to the beta before the release, because we are just getting unannounced new stuff every second day, I guess. Like yesterday there was also a new set of changes which I haven't covered in any video because I simply haven't had enough time for that. I used nothing like a macro or other stuff. I started auto battle. Well, DM me. Can you join my Discord? And the link should be in chat. And just send me a direct message through Discord. I will send you the link where you can appeal. Just when you have time. I'll check it. I'll check it when I have them as well. Oh, this is... how good does this feel? Because I've been farming some... Well, not that much, but a little bit on Cloud Nacho. And, well, the kill time is obviously much longer than this one. Even though it has been coming down quite steadily. I think we are now at like 15 seconds maybe. So that's starting to be nice. But yeah, it's just way longer still than this one. Let's raise Green Dragon. Hey, the good thing is after the update we can farm things like Red Dragon because we have to kill 10,000 Red Dragons. Send me a DM. Okay, let me check. Okay, I sent you the link. You can appeal through that. You can create the ticket and appeal through that. Make sure to include your in-game username in the ticket so he knows what account it is, and maybe the email you use for that account. And of course, any additional information. So the killing times before the update doesn't count, at least right now. At least in the beta right now, everything is at 0. And they start counting once you kill the dragon. So it would seem that anything done before the update does not count. We'll have to see. Of course, that can change before the official release. I have a mixed feel. I'm not really sure what I think. Like, first of all, I would just like to have the lower dragons amounts reduced and the higher ones increased. Like, change the value, change the amounts and not have 10,000 everything. If we can have that, then I don't mind everyone starting at 0, because then we will be at, well, equal footing in a way. If they all stay at 10,000, then probably it would be nice if the the previously done dragons would count, but we'll have to see. Right now they don't. Close 30,000? Yeah, let's go. Really close. Only like 7 more years and we can hit the 100,000. Let's go. Can we get the silver button? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, first drop of the day. Let's go. It's a bad drop, but we'll take it. I mean, 30,000 is insane amount of people subscribing to my silly little Crow Castle channel. I do appreciate that a lot. Will you replace the Goblin with Thinker or another AoE hero in the upcoming update? Well, there will be a new video this week. And the title will include the hero Poseidon, so take of that what you will. I will probably release it tomorrow or on Thursday at the latest. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. So that's definitely gonna be an option. Well, maybe I'll try something alternatives as well. The thing is, a lot of the alternative options, well, Thinker might be potentially used instead of Goblin. Tinker has worse clearance because he's not as consistent in terms of damage. He's burst glass, whereas Goblin just keeps on constantly destroying everything right now before he's nerfed. But if he can be fit in that slot, then you can possibly get a bit more boss damage as well. We'll have to see. There are other options as well, like Flame Ogre or Ice Sorceress, but for me, for Devil Horn 5, they will require U lines, so they will require the unique items. And of course, at day 0, when the update drops, no one will have those. So I don't want to rely on those kind of units too much. They will be maybe fun to use eventually, but not from the beginning. Can you make more Infinite Colony videos? Well, about that, I probably will have to do a lot of new videos, especially once the update drops. Because, well, potentially things will change a lot. 100,000 when? Let's hope soon, let's hope soon. Necromancer is always the Dark Necromancer. The one that lowers the defense of the enemies. It's the single most overpowered thing in this game. The Dark Necromancer to the left promotion is the single most overpowered thing in this game. This buff in here. Hey Kai, thank you very much. DCDIQ staff, yes sir, obviously. We'll be getting DCDIQ staff shots. Cheers. Yeah, keep pushing, Nora. 100,000 waves is an amazing milestone to reach. And also, again, for everyone, if you don't have any units level 10,000 yet, if you can get at least one on level 10,000 and Town Archers level 10,000 before the update drops, you should get some reset tickets for free with the update. At least that's how it has worked with the previous update, so I have no reason to believe it won't work the same way in this update. Should I use lightning build in 13,000 waves or physical build? What are you using right now? And what do you mean with physical build? Exactly. If you mean physical summon, the old build, then definitely lightning. Oh, did someone ask me to show my levels, by the way? You will see those in the next video as well. I will show you the ratios. But my highest level damage dealer is Succubus right now. So I'm just kind of slowly getting Succubus to 1 million, because some 1 million will be... It's a bit maybe over-leveled like compared to my other units. Dark Bowmaster is 640,000, and Sarah is 660,000. But level 1 million Succubus, can't wait. Monster Lab doesn't really make any difference in dragon hunting. Well, of course, for the bosses, if you do dungeons, then you want to do whatever element you go for. For wave build, what do I even have? That's a very good question. Yeah, I have crit damage and fire damage, because I'm using Goblin, and, well, crit damage is, well, universal. I could use Poison for bosses as well, because I have Sarah and Succubus, and also Worm doing boss damage. But they are just crit. So if you use Lightning build, just pick Lightning. If you use Poison build, pick Poison. And so on. That's generally the best thing to do. But also, like, critical damage will help my Town Archers, who are the single highest level in my build. So that's why I also have that. Oh, best path for Chrono. The blue one ultimately is the best. But you will need some cooldown items for the blue one. You will need to have a couple of cooldown lines on your Chrono items. Before you have that, if you have like one cooldown item, then the yellow one will be better. If you have no items, if you just started out, then you can use the passive one. It won't cost you any mana as well, so it's like 10% increase. The yellow one will be better if you can handle the mana, but if you are in super early game, then you probably can't, so you will want to use that. But ultimately, the blue one will be the best once you can have that, like, running full time. Also, fun fact, whenever you do, like, beginner dungeon, if you do beginner dungeon, even if you are in early, even if you have no items, always use the blue Chrono, because you will do the dungeon so fast that the cooldown doesn't matter, you will just get the increased speed. You won't need to cast it more than once. So that's a small tip. Always use blue Chrono for beginner dungeon. Yeah, 32,000 waves, it's either passive or the yellow one for you. Depends if you have cooldown items or not. In the upcoming update, 200% flying damage bonus will apply to the Bone Dragon. It should. I don't think it works right now, even with the latest update. I didn't try yesterday or today. But it should work, and that should be a pretty huge boost. Hey Gio, welcome. How's it going? Why your Succubus only has one L item? Because, well, even if you have an L item that, like, this is 3 out of 3 lines for Succubus for an L item, like, it can be useful because you can only fit 25 cooldown skill level +1 line items in your build. So if you have the max from elsewhere, then you can have L items in your build as well. And, well, I just haven't had a item with these lines and a useful E line. So that's why. L and E items are as strong in terms of normal lines. The difference is that E items have one yellow line in addition. Why Dorothy Poison promotion instead of Ice? Because Dorothy Poison promotion will have this monster defense -20% for 2 seconds. This is unique thing for witches only. The poison witches will have this. No other poison unit has this buff. And minus 20% defense is a similar skill as, well, the Dark Necromancer skill. It's very strong debuff for the enemies. Still no DCD flat staff. Hey, maybe today. Can you farm? Can you farm? Can you farm? Here's the question. Lightning Hunter got a huge buff. Yes, for the in yesterday's changes to beta, Lightning Hunter got like what 3 times damage increase, but he just still seems to be worse. Like I only tried it quickly on my main account in beta, and he just, well, he does damage, just not something that would be comparable to other units. But I didn't spend a whole lot of time testing that, so maybe someone can find out something I did not. So yeah, Lightning Hunter will get some buffs, and also the... He farmed like 5 hours today. Man, I feel you so bad. Damn. Why do you prefer Dorothy over Alice? Okay, that's a great question. So if we think about using Dorothy or Alice, the reason people use Dorothy is because Dorothy have this passive 40% attack speed buff for all non-humanoid summons. So that includes Dorothy's own summons. For Alice, this buff is summoner attack plus 25%. And the witches are for crowd control and debuffing the enemy. So applying the poison buff and, well, stun, knockback, whatever. Damage is irrelevant. Damage doesn't do anything. So faster attack speed means more crowd control, more poison debuff. That's why you use Dorothy over Alice. Hey Daco, how's it going? My main damage dealer are Town Archers and then Succubus. Like this. So this is a poison Town Archer build. Which, by the way, will be stronger after the update as well, most likely. $96,000 defense on Legendary Dragon and still no DCD flat staff. Ooh. Yikes. Yikes, my friend. Yikes. You guys, you will get them eventually. Just as I will get the DCDIQ stuff. Let's not stop believing. Let's not stop believing. Tinker will potentially buff poisons, but also yesterday the beta got changed in a way that Town Archers can be affected by skill tree. Depending, so if you have the flame bow on your Town Archers, then the fire skill tree will apply to Town Archers. Right now it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Or if you use the poison bow, then the poison skill tree will apply to Town Archers. And that just means a lot of extra crit chance, crit damage, extra damage, and so on. This is a terrible hammer. I would destroy this. So that's potentially going to be bringing buffs, or will bring buffs for early and mid game, at least. Assuming it's not changed again before the update goes live. So I haven't covered that in a video yet because I have a feeling it might get adjusted a bit. We'll see. But in a way, like for example, if you run a poison Town Archer build, you will start using the poison bow treasure on your Town Archers, and your Town Archers will be just stronger than what they are right now. So you will get, if you're like a poison Town Archer user, for example, right now, you will get a free buff once the update drops. Maybe. All can of course change because before the update goes live, because it's still in the test server. This is what a horrible item. Let's just destroy it. Just bought my first month of 3x game speed. Let's go, dude. How you feeling? How you feeling? I have to warn you, once you pop, it's really hard to stop. it will feel like so slow without that. You will get addicted to the 3x game speed. They should add physical element to Cursed Knife? No, definitely no. Definitely no. 100% no. The reason for that is because on Devil Horn 4 and 5, the monsters will have resistances to all elements. So 50% resistance to all elements in Devil Horn 4 and 85% resistant to all elements in Devil Horn 5. So the good thing about Cursed Knife is it does elemental less damage. So you don't get buff from the skill tree. However, you can bypass the resistance. You can bypass the 85% resistance. So Cursed Knife will likely remain the strongest option for Devil Horn 4 and 5 even after the update. But for Devil Horn 3 and below, using Poison Bow or Flame Bow will likely be better if you can have those skill trees. Not in a good mood right now? You want to share what's up? Fine if you don't. Just glad to have you here. The TA change is going to be something I would need to consider because of the new changes. Well, like I said, again, it's a little bit too early to say because there might be changes. However, if the changes go through, like it is, then for early game, or if you are using Devil Horn 3 or below, you will want to have critical chance for your Town Archers. If you use Poison Bow or Flame Bow, you will want to have critical chance lines. So S items with crit chance and then crit damage and damage or poison damage for poison users, fire damage for fire users will be the best options. So you will want to have 1 or 2 crit chance lines because the critical chance without Cursed Knife is quite low on Town Archers. They will still do better damage even if you just use the old items, but having 1 or 2 crit chance lines will be better. Wouldn't the DA changes if left away also help in Hell mode? Yeah. That's also why I'm hesitant on doing any content on them right now, because there might be changes. Because yeah, it's a direct buff for Town Archers for Hell mode as well, which will probably just mean that the people who are doing 10 trillion damage will now do 20 trillion. So everyone's Hell mode runs will just take longer time to complete, which is something I do not like. I would want to have faster runs. So we'll have to see how much the people who do real Hell mode damage, how much they complain about that. Or do they like it? I don't know. But yeah, it's a direct buff for that one as well. It's also a little bit of weird thing for Infinite Colony, because your town cannons are getting boosted by the full fire tree, which can make them so powerful that you may be killing the enemies too fast for Dark Elves to be able to heal. I'm sure there's a workaround through that somehow, but it's a little bit awkward. Like if I tried Infinite Colony instantly without changing anything in the beta, I could not win because the cannons were just too powerful. But yeah. Also, I'm sorry if I missed something, just ask again if needed. Orb of Luck with the Firebow, that is... I did not try that. I probably will have to try it. I will try to remember that. I didn't try it yet. But that's a good call. Even, like, in the beta, even with the changes to the elements for the Town Archer, if you use Firebow, you still can't use the Fire Critical Orb, or if you use the Poison Bow, you can't use the Poison Orb. Also, that might just be a thing he forgot to change, but at least right now you can't. But yeah, I'll have to test the crit chance. The unfortunate thing is that crit chance orb is usually really demanded by other units as well. But we'll have to see. What made you play Crow Castle? I just kind of... Well, a friend of mine, an IRL friend of mine, found it somehow and just told me about it, and I started to play it with him. And I fell in love with the graphics and the simple gameplay style, and well, eventually the community as well. But first of all, I fell in love with the gameplay style and the graphics, first and foremost. Wish I could farm with my 3x game speed. Oh, still bugged? Oh, damn. Ooh, that is a 3 out of 3 almost Dark Elf item. With archer speed, which is also pretty decent. Well, better than nothing. Better than Bo's experience, for example. Have you watched this TV show called Mr. Robot? No. No, I don't. I haven't. I think I know the series, but I haven't seen it. Do you like it? Good taste in strategy games, same as well. Yeah, I like it. I like it so much. Good ratio for Infinite Colony is as high as you can get. When you are, well, like below 100,000 weight, for example, you can maybe do like 8-6 quite decently with the Town Archer, Town Cannon build. But even lower will be fine. So your ratio right now is like 3, I believe. You can, it's still fine for now, but you can try and work to get it a little bit higher. There should be guides on Infinite Colony linked in the description. Hey Davi, welcome, welcome, welcome. I kind of wonder if I want to keep this. Okay, let's see. What do I have on Elf? Because I should have. Well, I have this on Elf. And in the other slots, I have. Well, this is a CDE, but it has a flat roll, so that's pretty bad. This one is a damage skill. I'm just gonna destroy this, and I'm just gonna put it in here. I'm pretty sure I used that for colonies, but I mean, this might just have some use on other units as well, potentially, so I'm just gonna save it in here, in case I will someday need it. There wasn't really any need to destroy the old item, but I don't have room for items, so I have to do that a little bit. Should I keep on using Goblin in the upcoming update? We'll have to see. Like yesterday, we got a small buff again for Goblin, but it doesn't really change a lot, so it's still worse than right now, but maybe it can still be adjusted before the release, so I would just wait for a while and see how the beta evolves, because it seems like things are going back and forth every other day. DCDIQ stands for an item with a 2 cooldown line, so DCD, double cooldown, and an IQ, so item quality line, so for an item like this. I just need a staff version of this for Pure Wizard. Which doesn't seem to want to drop, but that's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Joshua, have you tried any other device for watching the ads? Because I found that sometimes I get bugged ads on, like, on my phone, for example, and then when I watch them on emulator, they work, or vice versa. Is there a chance you could try a different device or different emulator, for example, and see if that helps? Not sure which one you use to play. Bit unfortunate lines, really nice item quality line. Lightning damage, though, we're not gonna be keeping this, but it looks pretty. It looks pretty. We're getting pretty decent items today. Imagine if Poseidon gets his base cooldown lowered. Why do you think that? Do you have some information I don't about that? Is there a chance for that? If they add more backspace, but it's paid, would you buy some? Absolutely. Provided it doesn't cost like 100 euros. I would. I hoard so many items. I would instantly pay for some extra slots. Of course, I would rather want them to be free, but I would pay for them. I'm gonna destroy this item. It's a pretty nice, pretty good looking item, but I don't need it. It's not a terrible great item for Thor, because Thor really needs +2 chain lightning. So if that had a +2 chain lightning, then sure. Double proc with area skill damage on Poseidon would be crazy. That is a good point. That is a good point. Or... we're getting a lot of items like this today. Or... triple proc Poseidon. What do you think about that? That would be the single strongest AoE unit in the game for sure. Right now, I think that's impossible. We kept... was it staff? From crafting with knockback, stun, and slow. So something like this would be usable as well for sure. I'm not gonna be keeping this. I have similar items for sure. But keep that. Keep that. We're getting a lot of crowd control items today. And otherwise decent items anyway, so... if you get an item like that, keep it. Like, I would definitely have kept that on Cloud Nacho. Triple proc Poseidon would be the end of Cloud Castle. It would be hilarious though. It would be so damn strong. Maybe Science of a D. Let's hope. I'm too scared to say it. Let's hope. Let's hope. My poison deck. I don't really have up-to-date early game poison build. I will be making one once the update drops. The best thing you can do, Janelle, is check my live streams on my channel, my previous live streams. If you go to live stream page, there is a live stream where we changed my free-to-play account from lightning to poison. So in there you can see a poison build. And you can copy that for yourself. Basically, it will be the same even if you are on a lower wave. And someone asked when you can change from lightning to poison. I didn't reply to that yet, I believe. I'm not sure who it was. I would recommend personally right now, like around 1 million waves once you start farming Bone Dragon. But if you want and you can afford to level the poison heroes to equal levels with your lightning heroes, then you can do it basically at any stage you want. After the update, it's possible that I will just make the Poison Town Archer for early game recommendation. Lightning should be usable still. It just seems like Poison will be more of a winner for early game. Well, again, there can still be like 16,000 different changes in the beta before it goes live, so I'm scared to say anything. Every time I think or say about anything, it will just get nerfed. Or change it or something. Yo, DC, how's it going? Yo. But, like, right now, if beta went live right now, you would have early game options for Lightning Town Archers, Poison Town Archers, and maybe even Fire Town Archers because of the flame bow changes. It is a viable. I don't think it's stronger than Poison Town Archer because of the boss damage, like farming capabilities of a poison build, but it's definitely an option. So if there's no huge changes, I will probably also make an early game poison fire build video as well. but it will have to wait until the update actually drops. Moving to a new apartment, get Wi-Fi tomorrow. Let's go. Upgrades, I assume. Let's go, dude. Happy for you. Moving to a new place is a pain in the ass. The only good thing about moving from one place to another is that you have to go through your stuff or your shit, however you want to describe them, and you have the opportunity to get rid of some useless stuff. At least that always happens to me. If I move, I throw away so much stuff because I never bother to go through them otherwise, but when you are forced to do that, then you might as well throw them away. This is a starter Thor item. Chain Lightning and Attack Speed are... Well, Chain Lightning is the best line for Thor. Attack Speed is useful. Gold Damage, Ice Mastery useless, but if you don't have a Chain Lightning for Thor, then that would be usable. Bonus experience item. Unlucky, my friend. Unlucky. I'm also thinking I will probably stay close to max EXP until the update drops, just so that I can spam 100 trillion EXP for the power skill in the old tree. Not that it will do anything much, but it will be fun to see level 0, like how many levels can you get from level 0 if you use the max EXP. I think that will be fine. What did they change about the bows? Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's just do this. I think it's easier to show. So right now, this is beta. So this is beta right now. If you use flame bow, for example, on your town archers, or a poison bow, well, this got changes, so this now deals more poison damage. So what is it on the live game? Like 30% poison damage? Yeah, 30% poison damage and so on. So it got buffed like this. And once so if you equip this one on your town archers, your town archers will get buffed by the poison skill tree. And same thing for flame bow. So if you use flame bow, then your town archers will be buffed by the fire skill tree. And well, there's no lightning bow. Well, same thing applies to ice as well. The ice is just the weakest one. And then the sling bow will have a 10% chance to stun enemies. I guess if you use like a pure hero build and you don't level town archers, then you can use them for minor crowd control with this. Otherwise, it seems useless, but it doesn't give you the 5% crit chance than the other bows give, so actually it's useless. Never mind. So yeah, that's a change. That's a change for now, and it will make life easier for Devil Horn 3 and below. Devil Horn 4 and 5 will probably be unchanged by these changes. Yeah, I just tried a quick infinite colony on my main in beta with the flame bow. I could not win because the cannons were too powerful and they just killed the enemies too fast, and my dark elf was not able to heal. So we definitely need to adjust a lot of things if that goes through as it is, because it's a huge damage buff. It's an insane damage buff for cannons and for the Town Archer Hell mode as well. It's insane buff. Yeah, right now in beta, Town Archers are affected by the skill tree. On live server right now, they are not. But in the beta right now, currently, they are, depending which bow you have on them. But for example, testing on Cloudnatso, who uses Poison Taunatser build. Just switching the Cursed Knife for Poison Bow for Devil Horn 3 will make them do more damage. Why is the classic green bar now red? What green bar? How do you keep full MP as a beginner? You don't. That's the funny thing. You really don't. In early game, you will always struggle a bit with mana. It will start getting better once you get this skill node leveled in your skills. So once you get this one and max it out, it will get slightly better. And the best thing you can do is to use the Mirror Tower with the Worm, because the Worm will steal mana for you whenever it deals damage. Again, this will be really low amount in early game and you will still struggle, but eventually it will get better and better as you go further and further. But early game you will struggle with mana. Okay, I'm just gonna get the link for Janelle. There we go. I posted a link for you, Janelle, about the live stream where I changed my alt account from Lightning to Poison. The Poison Boy build will be for you. I will be making a new Poison build video once the update drops, but not before that. Oh yeah, the loading screen bar is red in beta, yeah. New AoE clear. Fire Saucer? Possibly. I mean, I haven't done a lot of testing with that. I just know, well, Poseidon will be a strong contender because it already is right now. And with the new U line, it will just get a bit more power. But I will try the Ice Wizard, sure. Fire Wizard and Sorcerer for my end game. Flame Ogre is viable as well for late game, if you get the U line. But that's really end game players. Ice Sorcerers will be option as well. And I'm sure there's like mediocre option, maybe Tinker, but then you have to have the clearance from somewhere else as well. So your build have to be otherwise powerful enough to clear the enemies when Tinker is not cast, basically. Oh yeah, the Taunatser attack animation removal is really convenient. I really like it. I just had, yeah, it might be Fire Wizard, Fire Mage, or it might be, well, Poseidon, for sure, if you can double proc Poseidon. But then again, like, if it requires U items, U lines, we have to consider the fact that 98% of the players will never get a U line if it's only gonna be available from the new dragon. So planning a build around that is not gonna be a viable strategy for Devil Horn 4. For Devil Horn 5, yeah, probably, because once you get to Devil Horn 5, then you will be on multiple million waves in anyway. and eventually you can kill the ancient dragon. But anything below that, it just won't be a viable option. Any updates on when the update comes out? I would estimate not during this month. We don't have any official date. But given all the changes we have been getting, and the developer said he was not able to include everything in the latest changes yet, meaning there will be at least one more update for the test server before it goes live, so that will of course take some time. So I'm pretty confident it's not gonna be during this month, but for next month I sure do hope so, because I don't want to be spending 3 months in a test server. I want it to be live rather sooner than later, and then he can start working on more new stuff. All of us, we should probably message him and say him like, don't add any more stuff, release it, and then work on the new stuff. Give us a second update. Let us do stuff with these new things. Is Town Archer meta still often? Town Archers are the meta. Like any build not using Town Archers right now, it's just a worse version of the build than what it could be. Is this the same account 9 years ago? Do you mean, Darko, the one that I recorded my first videos for YouTube? Yeah, this is the same account. This is the same one. I think so. Crazy Goblin got nerfed, Poison gets buffed. It is kinda crazy, to be honest, yeah. It is. Any idea if the regional prices are gonna revert back? I would recommend, if you are affected by the regional increase, go and send a ticket, like go make a support ticket to developer and voice your opinion, because if there's enough people complaining essentially about it, then there's a chance there might be some adjustment to that. But if it's just 1 or 2 people saying about it, talking about it, then he probably won't be doing anything. So if you need the link, just DM me in Discord and I will send you the link where you can send the ticket. I think it might be pinned on my server as well on some channel, I'm not completely sure. But just send me a direct message in Discord. You can find my Discord link in the description and in the chat. I will send it to you. That applies to anyone who wants to appeal or make a ticket for the developer. Anything happened while I was gone? I think we just got 1 useless item or so. Double crit chance fire damage will likely be pretty decent for, well, any fire damage dealer, so definitely hold on to that. Right now it's great for Goblin. Hey John. When I test Fire TA Hell mode, it's improved 5.7 times my high score. Oh my god, that's... Oh. It's even worse than what I thought. Wow, holy crap. I mean, it's a good thing to get a high score, right? But how do you feel? Is it a good thing? Because now everyone will be doing, like, 3 or 4 times longer Hell mode runs than previously. I would rather have faster runs, but I don't know what people think. Maybe some people want to spend, like, 6 hours doing Hell mode. Two CD items I cannot use in my wave deck because I don't have tower runes. Are you... Can you farm Expert Dungeon yet? I forgot. XP dungeons should also be a little bit better to farm after the update as well, especially if you are Poison Town Archer user, because you will just have the... Well, for fire, why not as well, but... Because for the bosses in dungeons, you can put a weakness to them in Monster Lab, so if your bow is poison, then you can use poison on them, and capitalize on that on Town Archer, Succubus, Sarah, and Worm. The best items for mid-game is... That's a very wide question. There is an item guide linked in the description, so there's like a spreadsheet including every hero. Of course, we need to update it for this update. So for the current version of the game, it includes all the heroes, all the leaders, all the towers, and the recommended item lines for them. So I would recommend checking that out instead. Ooh, another E-drop. Let's go. 10 items today. Rich chance, knockback boss damage. If the knockback line was something that would boost damage, it would be a really nice item. With just 2 damage lines, I don't need it. Three hours I recorded, I'm feeling slightly dizzy instead. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to doing that. Holy crap. How long will it take to reach 1 million waves if I'm AFK for 9 hours a day? Well, it took me like 6 months, basically 24/7, so a year and a bit more. Depends a little bit. Don't you get bored of this game? Right now, there's way too much things to think about and do. Don't know. If anything, right now I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed because there's a bunch of new things in the update, a bunch of changes in the update, and I need to consider early game, I need to consider mid game, I need to consider my own end game. I don't even know where to start right now. So much things to do. So much things to do. DCD means double cooldown, so item with 2 cooldown lines. Someone asked about triple cooldowns, and yeah, they are not possible to get. They are impossible because you can only have 2 of the same lines, and the both different cooldown lines are considered the same type. So you can only have 2 cooldown lines at max in an item. Knockback, stun, slow bracelet. Nice, congrats, congrats. That's a really, really universal item. You can send a ticket through the Discord. I can send you the link if you send me a DM through Discord. What is the suggestion you wanna make? If you wanna share. Yeah, I do hope that the key changes a little bit as well. Well, I know I'm gonna max it out anyway, no matter what. I just would rather not spend like 18 hours doing a Red Dragon for nothing. Because it gives nothing. Like absolutely nothing. It's just 18 hours of wasted time, and it will take like 16 to 18 hours to get that 10,000 kills probably. So Can you make a new tutorial? On what? If we talk about early game stuff, I will not be making any early game tutorials before the update is live. Because, well, there's a little to no point of making something that will just get changed in a week. Possibly. So I wanna see the update through, and then I will for sure make early game videos. And remake the videos that are needed after the update. But if you want advice right now regarding, like, if you are in early game, well, Lightning will still be viable. It doesn't get nerfed. But Poison Town Archer will likely be even better. So if you use Lightning or Poison right now, you are pretty much good to go. Don't have to worry about. I sure do hope the update will go. Okay, I will try to... I need to send message to Dev and just try to make him like just focus on the stuff, because I think I have a feeling like he's still working on new stuff that he might want to add to the update. And while I do appreciate a lot of new stuff, I would rather have these stuff to the live server first and then have him work on the additional stuff and give us a second update, that rather than making one gigantic, super enormous mega update. But yeah, I hope it will come out next month. There's very little chance for this month. It's currently 10,000 kills to upgrade the Strange Key. So that's 50,000 defense on every dragon, from Red Dragon and above. Is this Turbo Worm? I mean, kinda. I haven't invested terribly a lot in Worm. He does pretty decent boss damage for me, though. Like, Worm for me is like half the level of my Sarah. A bit more. And does more, so yeah. Hello, Protection. How are you going? Hello! Ooh, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, friend. Okay. One more and I will time you out. I dare you. I dare you. Hey, Ben. Farming pre-season. I mean, it's the best time to farm, don't you think? The best drops are always at the end. Like the treasure at the end of the rainbow. And some other shit. I'm at 1.8 million waves. Yeah, you can still use the... Well, the 1 million gold auto battle video I made, if you mean that. Federico. With my alt account. But you can also change to Poison Town Archer right now. Especially if you have reset tickets. I would probably recommend doing that because you will get better farming. Can you show your treasures, please? Okay, for the dragon build, these are the treasures you want to have. What's your opinion on the Zeus doing ASD like Poseidon? Should not be as strong as a ground clearer than Poseidon, but maybe an option. Okay, dude. I can't read without you sending the same message 4 times in a row. Okay. As for your question, you won't be profiting at that wave level. So you will have to use the Worldless Coin Treasure for free auto battle. You don't need to make profit. You use the Worldless Coin, so use this one. And you will get gold from your colonies. And you just focus on your colonies and your infinite colony, and that will be fine. You will be getting enough gold to upgrade your stuff, even if you use this. Maybe he's drunk. Angry? I'm not angry. I mean, I don't mind it too much. It's just, it's gonna be disrespectful for other people's watching. Like, if the chat is spammed on a single same message, it's not gonna be enjoyable for you guys. Just do manual. Oh no. No, don't. Please don't. But yeah, for the record, for example, on the alt account, my Cloud Nacho alt account, which journey you can find, I think they are in the description, but also on my channel. the noob to pro journey. I used just 3 auto battle until like 800,000 waves, give or take. So you will be fine with the worthless coin as long as you keep on clearing your colonies. Poseidon versus Ice Sorcerers. Well, for me, personally, for Devil Horn 5, Poseidon is much better, much more consistent, unless I can have the U items. Because Ice Sorcerers can get, well, 2 U lines. One for her to be able to deal damage to air monsters, and also then the elemental fusion increase for the accessory. So once you get those, then Ice Sorcerers will be maybe stronger, or at least as strong as Poseidon. But without those, for me on Devil Horn 5, Poseidon is better if you can double proc Poseidon. For Devil Horn 4, if you have to triple proc Ice Sorcerer, but if you can do that, then it might just be better than Poseidon, or at least on a similar tier. So for Devil Horn 4, if you can triple proc, try it out. They really want cooldown items. Both of them really, really want cooldown items, which is a little bit unfortunate. This is definitely a hammer. That's about it. How can I get cooldown for my Necromancer? I am at Sin Dragon only. You just have to get enough drops and eventually you will get some cooldown items. You will get the free cooldown staff from here in the first world. So place this on your Necromancer for early game. That's the best thing you can do for yourself right now. But you just have to, for every line, they are random. So you just have to do enough and you will eventually get what you need and want. Is this game free-to-play friendly? Well, I'm running a free-to-play account right now as a secondary account, and it's right now on 1.2 million-ish waves, 1.3 million waves. And it's been pretty fun journey, so I would say yes. You can't compete with the leaderboards. Really? Well, with Hell mode you can. But wave leaderboards you really can't compete, but you can still keep on playing them even if you can't do that. Do I have the playlist? Okay, I got an error trying to send a message. Okay. Okay, the commands work. Okay. I guess. Okay, it works. Okay. So the link in the description, the chat right now is for the full journey of the free-to-play account. If you want to check that out, if you consider doing a free-to-play stuff, it should give pretty decent idea of what you can expect and what you can do. After the update, maybe I would go with Poison Downhauser instead, but right now that would be the best one. See ya, y'all. See ya. Have fun if you're still here. Sorry I missed that. Ice TA for early game. For fun, perhaps? It won't be. Like, there's nothing making it better than the alternatives. And you will mainly be relying on town arches. But for fun, I guess, why not? Appreciate that, Yellow. Appreciate, see ya. But yeah, I'm merging this season for ZEUSRAGE. I will be going back to Sword 8 for the next season. So we are getting a rank 2 trophy for this season. Thank you all who joined with this push, by the way. If you want to join ZEUSRAGE, you can find the link is in here. You have to type it manually, or you can just ping Utah in my Discord server, for example. Or just ask around, someone will probably throw you the link. Or you can just type that. Just pause the stream and type that. I'm gonna keep pushing until the end of, by the way, to stay in the top 300. I hope to keep to 60 for my 14 red crystals. Nice. I decided I will not want to have a top 50 personal trophy for this season, because I want to farm instead. Like I think I was in like rank 47 or something, so I could have gotten a personal top 50 for this season, but the voices told me to farm Bone Dragon. Oh, seasonal colonies are also resetting today. Yay, we get to do those. Woohoo! How fun is that? How fun is that? Is it easy getting 10,000 waves in 15 days? Yes, well, it depends how long you can keep the game up and running, because you don't have offline progression, so if you can keep the game on, it will be really easy. If you can't, then, well, it will be a bit more difficult. Oh yeah, Apex is top 50 as well, yay! Yeah, the boxes will be really, really, really nice for Nacho as well, because, well, eventually you will need a lot of boxes to add second runes, and for endgame you will also need a lot of boxes for the U lines. They will cost like 15 or 20 boxes. Do you play on PC or on a phone? Well, this account I usually wave on my secondary phone, and when I farm or stream or do videos, then I do it on PC. And for my alt account, I'm running it on a cloud phone right now, so it's basically a phone, but it just works in the cloud, so I don't have to keep it running myself. So, all the options, please. See ya, John. Good luck with your hell mode journeys. I wish I had as much energy for hell mode as you do. I just, it tends to get so frustrating that I just don't wanna spend too much time in there. Oh yeah, and the red crystals are sure a plus to get, right? Can you give me an account? No, I cannot. Even if I wanted to, I could not, because account sharing, selling, distributing is not allowed. So if you sell your account to someone else and that is found out, that account will be banned. Hey Felon, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Should I focus on leveling Thor to 10k for the ticket, or level everything at the same time? How close are you at 10k, Kunei? You probably have a few weeks to get there, so if you are not quite there yet, you probably will have enough time. Only 5.5k? I think if you can keep on playing, you probably have time to just kind of level everyone and still reach that 10k. Once you get a little bit closer to 10k, then you can do the final push to get towards to 10k, because you should have... Well, I can be wrong, obviously, but you should have like two weeks or more easily. With Thor, Zeus, DLA, TA, and Succubus, should I change Thor for Sarah? Yeah, you can go for Poison TA, and at that point, you can also change Zeus to Stone and just level up your Worm. Like... Ugh. I'll have to remake the Poison build at some point. Gotta say, it's fun to farm on main after such a long time. I just... Well, once the update drops, we'll get a little bit increased drop rate, and then I have to do 50,000 defense on Bone Dragon anyway, so maybe during that we'll get the DCDIQ staff, because I would love to just get the staff so I can full focus on the new dragon once it drops. It would be nice. It would be nice, but chances are we probably cannot do that. Knockback, +1 arrow, cooldown, and bonus gold. Well, it has a +1 arrow if you don't have any, but otherwise I don't need this. There hasn't been any debuffs to the dragon yet. I don't know if it will or will not get adjusted at all, but realistically farmable, not before 10 million waves, I guess. Like, even for me at 20 million, it is slow. It will get slight boosts with the update, so maybe it will be slightly faster, but still slow. It's not even like what we would consider farmable pace right now for the other dragons. So, good luck if you're below 10 million. But also, even though it is so insanely strong, well, of course, my opinion is a little bit biased because I am actually in the end game. But at the same time, it should give you something really long-term goal to work towards for in the game, kinda. Like, if you want to beat the dragon, you have to lock in, you have to focus on the game for a longer period of time. And I think that's good. I would personally not want the items to be craftable or accessible from boxes at all. If I get to decide, I would only want to have them from the dragon. Why are you still playing this game? Aren't you tired of it yet? No, I am not. We're getting an update. We're getting so much new stuff. I have so much things to do. So many things I need to do. I don't have enough time to do everything I want to do. I'm a professional ignorer. I'm not ignoring you. What did I ignore? You're here to annoy me. Wow. And you wonder why I'm ignoring you, man. And you wonder why that happens. If I change Zeus for stone, it would be bad for crowd killing. Well, if you use poison TA, then you should be able to clear out the monsters. And worm, if you level up worm with stone, worm will be really strong on a single target. I would recommend checking out the past live stream on my channel. So check my channel and go to the lives tab, or page, whatever. And there is the live stream where I changed from lightning to poison, and you can see it actually in work. I think it's the single best advice I can give you regarding that right now. What is the kill time? I should start farming Legend Dragon. Below 30 seconds when you can stomach it. But, well, 20 seconds would be quite decent, I would say. It always comes down to the question when you are willing to spend that much of time killing it. If it takes a minute, then it's way too long. Yeah, Sin Dragon, yeah, you can do it for basic items, just as Story said. So do a couple of thousand defense increase for him, basically, or something like that. Just get some basic tier, some basic S items, maybe some decent A items for your units, and then just forget about Sin. Greetings to Vietnam. I am from Finland. Do you play any other games? Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I feel like right now I'm in a position where I would like to play a lot more than I have actually time for. A lot of my free time goes into filming and editing videos, and then playing Crow Castle. And well, every minute I spend on anything is a minute away from grinding dragons, for example. But I do play a little bit. Well, I play PUBG on PC, and I play Maple Story, but I'm thinking of quitting that game because I'm not really getting anything out of it. It's just a waste of time right now. But other than that, I don't really have other games that I mainly play right now. Of course, I have played hundreds of games in the past. Grexy, yeah, Grexy is cracked, man. He's a pro. Is it bind on your keyboard that if you tap a specific key, you go to Dragon? Yeah. Yeah, I have like, so hotkeys, so one keyboard button, one tap on the screen. You can use those to play. You cannot use anything that does like automatic things for you. So you have to do everything one by one manually. I have a video going through that on PC. I will link it in the chat for those who want to see it. But yeah, basically I have three buttons. One for the statue, which are Z, X, and C, for example. Like this. So I press Z, X, C, and it starts the battle. And then I have a spacebar for chrono. If Dev makes it possible to able to wave whilst the phone is not turned on, I'll come back. Well, I wouldn't hold my breath on that. It would be nice, but it probably will never happen. I don't think it's something he wants to go for some reason, so... I mean, the chances are never zero, but... crit chance, knockback flying is not a... Not a great item. I will not keep this. What rank did you reach on PUBG? It's been ages since I played the ranked mode. I usually play just the normal mode, Oh, back-to-back E's. Let's go. So I don't really know. I played for fun, not really for a rank. I remember watching you a few years back. What would you recommend to do to get back into the game fresh? Cool PFP. I would recommend right now checking out the Lightning playlist. I will link it for you in the chat. They are also linked in the description. We're getting a new update soon, so things might change a little bit. But right now, that's what I would recommend. Yo, Maddie, how's the Devilhorn 5 running in beta? I've been waiting for a message about that. How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? How did your testings go? Did you find out anything usable, or? See you, Kune. See you. See you next time. Thank you for joining in. Smooth as silk. Not really. Hey Rom, yo. How you doing? Welcome. Seems about the same. But you were you were able to get about the same. Wait. Same as with the nerfed goblin, or with the current live version. 17th item. We're having a pretty decent drop rate today. Well, the lines, these are just horrible. That is slightly unfortunate. Did you try the completely the same build as I'm running, or did you? And if did you? Well, I can't even speak. Or did you just also? Yeah, never mind. I think I'm having a stroke. Did you also try with your current build, just changing Poseidon? I have not played Cookie Clicker. So, Maddie, do you know what that means? I can give you a hint. It means something that's currently happening on your screen. Current build is weaker. Okay, so well, just gonna be the items then. Sure. Did you try Tinker at all? Like in any sort of a combination? Double lightning damage sword is not something you wanna keep. No, we don't need that. That is 3 more dust. Like, I kinda wanna keep on saving dust for the update, but at the same time, I don't think the new items will be craftable. Why witches in the build? Witches are in the build because of this node in here. So 5% increased damage per witch for your heroes, leader towers. I forgot to check if this applies to town archers now in beta as well. That would be nice if it does. But yeah, that's the reason why witches are in here. So 3 witches, that's 15% increased damage for my other heroes. Any tips for 700 waves? Well, I'm not sure what build you are going for. I would recommend checking out the lightning build videos in the description. Well, probably try and make some poison build videos as soon as the update drops. So options to run in early game will be lightning, poison, or maybe fire. Right now it looks like that. But currently, before the update drops, lightning is what I recommend. Okay, another like decent 2 out of 3. Well, no, never mind. It wasn't stun. I read stun slow, but it's attack speed slow instead. No, we are not going to be keeping this. You could just you could just try Tinker with area skill damage items, and just for fun, just drop Dark Lightning Archer. Your Sarah will get weaker if you use the build that I ran, but it just might work. Like basically just level up Tinker to the same level as Dark Lightning Archer would be, and just replace her. Just try it out. It might be horrible, but just for the fun. I think the left promotion path, and of course take the 4 nodes in the poison tree, I think, that are for Tinker. Like the burst damage is just extremely strong. The witch node is not working in the beta for town archers or at all. Just way weaker against ground. Not working for town archer. Okay, thank you, Gio. Thank you. Like it should be a little bit of a letdown, to be honest. Thank you. Yeah, Goblin was stronger for sure, yeah. Yeah, well, the issue is that Goblin right now is just so freaking cracked. Have you tried killing the new dragon? Can you kill it in any decent time frame? Couldn't kill him? Okay, unfortunate. Even with a healer in the build? Because some U-lines might... Yeah, I had to add Dark Elf for my build, for example, to survive. Okay. Not even with Dark Elf, okay. Damn. Well, no matter what happens, you will still be able to run Devilhorn 4, right? You are running like you're running right now. You probably can do it even without doing anything to your build, even with the Goblin nerf, right? Trying to think. Without U-lines, the options are quite limited. I mean, it's basically Goblin or Poseidon for Devilhorn 5. Did you try the skill tree with starting from Ice Path to get like maximum boost for Poseidon? That would do enough. Like maybe it's a slight amount of extra damage you need for Poseidon or something. Some fine-tuning, perhaps. Flame Ogre would be nice if you can get the U-line, but getting that will require farming the new dragon. I guess Fire Wizard could be usable with U-lines as well. I haven't had enough time for that. But they all require the U-lines, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Can I join your group? Hey, Snowy, if you want to apply for a Sword Aid, you can through our Discord server. I will link it in the chat for you. I'm currently in a ZEUSRAGE guild for this one season, so I will be leaving this guild once this season ends. If you want to join this guild, I guess they are aiming for top 50 maybe. someone please confirm. Then you can copy this Discord to your browser and join their Discord instead. Yeah, dude, doesn't look like a triumphant comeback. I think no matter how we look at it, it means you need to farm. I don't think there is a way around that. And maybe not even necessarily for the DCDIQ, but just maybe some other items in general. Maybe we can figure something out. Hard to say. Like, did you try any beta like today, Maddie, or yesterday? Because Goblin got just a slight increase in damage compared to previously. It's not a huge thing. It's still worse than what it currently is right now. The possibility of a miracle from the 30 items. Yeah. We can always believe. We just need to believe. Are you gonna make your own guild? No. I am not gonna make my own guild. I am happily in Swordade, in the SD guild. Well, not for this season, but for the other seasons. I much more enjoy being a member than running my own guild. Is Lightning still the... Lightning right now is what I would recommend, Lightning and Town Archers. The key point for anyone wondering if something is good is your build should include Town Archers. Sure, there are builds without Town Archers that work, and you can see them, for example, on Red Bridge Crow Castle channel on YouTube. But if you are not using Town Archers in the current meta, you are just nerfing yourself for no reason. So that's... if in doubt, level up your Town Archers. But right now, Town Archers and Lightning is what I recommend. After the update, things might change. But we cannot say for certain yet before the update actually goes live. Yeah, I mean... And did you try with... Well, did you try with new item set for Goblin as well? Like with area skill damage? Because you definitely need area skill damage line for Goblin after the update, no matter what. If you wanna run Goblin. But I think if you have a little bit time to play around, trying something like Flame Ogre just for the sake of trying it, with a new line on your item, could be fun to test. In a way that if it somehow works better for you, then you actually have a goal. I don't know if it will or not. Like, it can be decently strong, but I think you need to double proc Giant Ogre, Flame Ogre as well. But it's much easier to double proc than double procking Poseidon, for example. It's way easier. I think you can even do that with 3 cooldown lines, possibly. But with 4 cooldown lines, it's just like a walk in the park. Hey Ahmed, welcome. Thank you very much. Greetings from Finland. How are things in Turkey? All good? Hey Robert, welcome. Yeah, one of the cool things in beta right now, Maddie, is that you can exceed your skill, like your skill points. Like you can pick everything in the skill tree, even if you don't have enough points for that for testing. So, when in doubt, just pick everything, and you can test everything. and figure out later what you actually need for it. Just don't pick the negative nodes, obviously. But that's also an option. Yeah, that wasn't a thing previously. He changed that. I think people wanted to try with, well, like future builds in mind. So now you can do that. So that's also nice. There's so many things I need to also test. I'm not sure when I will find the time for all of that. Like, right now I have tested some initial testings for Poison Town Archer and Fire Town Archer early game build. Around 60,000 waves account. Both seems viable. But I have to run the same tests now on a lower wave account to see like really early game stuff. And then I have to do the same tests on probably Cloud Nutshell to see how it works in going to mid game. And to see if it's actually viable or not. And then I would also need to test things for my main. And I think I need to recreate the lightning builds for all of those game stages as well and see how they do. And then eventually when flying damage will be applied to dragons, then I have to do that again so that I can check lightning damage dealers against farming. There's so many things to do. Hey Subadai, long time no see. Nothing huge has been added right now, but the test server is on, so we are getting a absolutely ridiculously huge update soon. I should have the video going through the changes linked in a comment here. Let's see if this works. If I updated that command. Yeah, there we go. So that video, check it out. A bunch of new things coming out. Another game in mind right now. Do you have any recommendations? Perhaps? Any new games? Anyone watching right now, chat? Any new games coming out, like before end of the year, for example, that you are excited about, that I should also be excited about? New GDA? Is it... okay, I haven't been following news about the new GDA game, but is it coming out for consoles only first and then only later for PC, or is it going to be released on all platforms at the same time? Does someone know about that? The GTA, isn't 6 the new one? Ocarina of Time remake? When is that coming out? First PS5? Ah. Damn. Do you know, like, is there any information how long we have to wait for it to come to PC? Yo, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Just this year? Well, no matter what, it's relatively soon. I can't believe it's already August. I can only do +3 skips sometimes and I still get defeated. Well, how would I say it? Anything above Devil Horn 2 in this game, no matter what build you use, will be about your item. So if you want to use Devil Horn 3, Devil Horn 4, and Devil Horn 5, you just need to get a stack on better and better and better items. So the most common thing for not being able to do certain Devil Horn is because your Pure Wizard and Necromancer cooldowns are too high. So you just need better cooldown items. Like, if you get your Pure Wizard and your Necromancer at the same time to proc when the bosses are on the screen, then you win. If they proc just before the bosses arrive, then you probably lose, because your cooldown is so high. So you just have to keep on decreasing the cooldown on those units, and it will make it more stable and allow you to use the higher level Devil Horns. That's the basic number one thing you can do for your build. I've been playing this game for multiple years. Since I came back from a break, I've been now playing this for 3.5 years. So I would say it has taken me basically 4 years to achieve this account. Cold Poison boss damage, really useless combination of lines. Could you craft 2 E-weapon? You know what? I'm gonna craft 3. Let's hope. Wow. That is a horrible hammer. How long game new update? The test server is on, so I think we can maybe expect the update to come out next month. Hopefully. Wow, what is this thing with hammers and not the useful ones? Not keeping this one either. One more. 3 hammers in a row. Fire critical stun chance. Da -da -da -da. Not a great combination, so I want something else than a hammer. Okay, it's a staff. It's not a double cooldown. It's not an IQ, but it's a staff. So I've got destroyed. Boom. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I'm gonna change playlists. Just give me a second. Wow, an ad. How many dust do you have? 700 right now. I've been saving a little bit because I kinda want to save a little bit for the update and then craft once the update drops. But at the same time, I do want to keep on crafting a little bit. I also should go through this pink dust at some point. I've been pretty lazy with that. Oh, another drop? We are getting quite a lot of drops today. But this is also a pretty bad item. Poison cooldown and +1 summon unit. This is not a great combination. I guess we can craft a couple of L's just to get rid of a little bit of that. Come on! Stupid ass game! I hate this. Okay, so for context, I've been trying to get a double stun +1 summoned unit sword especially, from crafting only L tier weapons with the pink dust for like 2 years now. It doesn't want to drop, and this is just trolling right now. Double stun +1 summoned unit. I don't have... Like, where's the +1 summon in this sword? Where is the +1? Sometimes the crafting really triggers me. Stupid crafting. Stupid L items, stupid sword, stupid flying orc for hell mode. Does money multiply with waves? Yeah. The higher wave you are, the more you will earn per wave. Let's do 1 wave and see. But for your early game, you will need to use 3 auto battles. You will need to use the Wordless Coin Treasure because you won't be making profit from the waves. But between like 500,000 to 1 million waves, you start using gold build, and you start making profit, so you earn more than what the cost for the auto battle is. So for example, this is what I get from a wave on my wave level. So yeah, it just keeps on getting higher the higher wave you are. But it doesn't matter until you get to that 500,000 to 1 million wave range. Before that, you just focus on your colonies and you will get money from the colonies. How much dust do you have, Maddie, right now? Welcome back, Ben. Welcome back. How many minutes till seasonal colonies? Not much, right? Why are you not using Archer skill? Do you mean the haste, like casting Town Archers during the battle? 15 minutes? Alrighty. I'm not casting the Town Archers during the Bone Dragon battle because I have Hunter in here and he has the exactly same buff. So it's gonna be enough for me to just cast the Hunter and just watch the dragon die. So I don't need to keep on clicking other things. Would you consider making a detailed guide on pure Town Archer? Yeah, I haven't thought about pure Town Archer right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome if it isn't the hamster boy. Hello, Amy. How are you doing? Yeah, a pure Town Archer after the update. I'm not a huge fan of pure Town Archer builds, even though they are strong right now. And given the changes for the bow threshers in the new update, I mean, pure Town Archer will surely work even after the update, for sure. But I think pure Town Archers are pretty boring. That's a personal opinion. It doesn't make them bad. It's a really nice and solid and valid option to go for. Curse Knife will get small nerf to crit chance in the update. It will get 10% less critical chance. So that will probably affect pure Town Archer builds a little bit. You will get slightly less gold from the Golden Heart. It probably won't make pure Town Archer unusable anyway, so it should still be good. But I will likely focus on Poison Town Archer if nothing changes as of right now. My interest will be on Poison Town Archer for the extremely nice farming. And Fire Town Archers just for the sake of a viable fire build for early game. But maybe pure Town Archer, maybe someone else will make the pure Town Archer content, who knows. Yeah, the only pro side about pure Town Archer is that you can run gold out of battle and you have higher gold power. But ultimately you will still get to the same point. Okay, I stopped in here because if nothing changes, this kind of an S item for Town Archers, for Poison Town Archer users, would be pretty nice. You would want to have that. 1 crit chance, 1 poison damage, or crit damage with the Poison Bow Thresher for Poison Town Archer after the update, if it doesn't change. Like, if it stays the way it is right now, this would be a really solid S item for Town Archers. The guild banner, yeah, I'm in here for one season. So this is a push season for ZEUSRAGE. I will be going back to SD in 20 minutes, 22 minutes or so. But yeah, it's a different guild. With luck orb and 1 crit chance line, but so would you go with luck? Well, the luck orb you won't be able to get until you get 10,000 TA, so not in super early game, but in relatively early game. So would you go with like a poison bow with luck orb for pure TA, or what is the reasoning, Singun? Or are we talking about pure TA? I mean, if you use Cursed Knife, if you use pure Taunatzer with Cursed Knife, the drop is not huge. You will lose like 5% crit chance, effectively. From 100% to 95%. If you consider everything. Taunatzer got good like a year ago. But they've been meta for a year at least. Well, a little bit longer even, but like especially since the latest update. And they are now the strongest. The single best thing you can run in the game is Taunatzers. Just they come in all different flavors after the update. With Flame Bow, with Poison Bow, with Cursed Knife, you pick it. Solar Fire Pace Pure Taunatzer? I'll have to think about that. So does it require a bit more points than to reach the more monsters node for early game users than the current pure Taunatzer build? Yeah, the big thing for Flame Bow is that you will get the 15% crit chance from Solar. So that will boost. If you think about pure Taunatzer, then you will have to do that. Okay, so that's yeah, that's another thing to my list for things to do, test, and maybe make videos about. I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need some help to get all of this done. Okay, so 3 early game build videos. And then every single thing around those, so colonies, dragons... yay. Well, I won't run out of content for a while, so I guess that's a positive thing. So Pure Taunatzer, Poison Taunatzer, Fire Taunatzer. Yeah, I tested like Fire TA, like using other damage dealers than just TA as well for Fire. It seems viable. Yeah, Devil Horn 4 have insane elemental resistances, that's why Cursed Knife is just better. I don't know if I don't have a proper Devil Horn 4 account right now to test. Are the buffs for the Flame Bow for Poison Bow enough to offset the 50% resistance or not compared to the Cursed Knife? But for Devil Horn 5, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be better than Cursed Knife. Yeah, 23 dusted items. So that's 69 dust. Nice. Make it 24. Lightning damage reduction, and leader summon defense. Yeah, we are not needing this. I mean, oh, yikes. I just want to say I've been there. I know the feeling. This is one of the better days for sure. But I still want to say that for early game, like if nothing goes, nothing changes right now, my favorite for early game would be Poison Town Archer. Because I don't care about early game gap. You'll get the gold build anyway, and so what, you have over 20 gold power. It will drop eventually anyway. I don't really care about that. What I care about is that Poison Town Archer should have really amazing farming. And this game should be renamed to Farming Castle because you just want to farm. But it should be really, really convenient for farming dragons and dungeons after the update. Is Hell Mob's gold drop is based on my main wave? In Hell mode, the gold from the monsters is based on the score you have in the Hell mode. So the longer you go in the Hell mode, the more gold they will drop. Also, Hell mode is terrible for farming gold, so please don't do that. Like, do yourself a favor and don't farm gold in Hell mode. It's not worth your time. We tried our best, but we just can't beat the best guild in Crowcastle. I wonder who's rank 1. I wonder. Two-minute ads? Oh my god. We can thank YouTube about that. I can't change the length of the ads in any way, I don't think so. Stun, lightning area, skill damage, maybe you don't need this either. Season gonna reset? Yeah, season gonna reset. We are gonna do seasonal colonies really soon, because otherwise I will forget. I actually did not complete all of them this season because I just forgot to do them. But we will be doing that before I forget, and then around 6 PM my time, so in like 13 minutes, I will need to go. So we'll do that. I will hop on back to SD and start waving and then go offline. That's the plan. Yeah, they are easy to forget, and then you have to pay crystals, which is also another big deal. Shadow Fight 2? What kind of a game is Shadow Fight 2, and in which platform is it on? Is it a mobile game or a PC game, or what is it? Mobile game? Is it a good one? You have the same bow, but no TA rune. You'll get the rune eventually. It's worth saving that. That's really nice. Knockback +1 summon sword. We don't need that. What is the meaning of our guild name? It's a Portuguese word that means, well, there's a long explanation pinned on some of the channels, I think, on the server. But it's a Portuguese word that means something like longing for something that is lost, or something similar like that. And it's I don't think anyone can pronounce it except the Portuguese people. Like, I have no idea how to pronounce it. So SD or saudade is good enough for me, and they are both wrong. But it kind of represents the fact that people leaving Sayonara to create a new guild do it with not hatred, but with, like, well, longing for the good days that were lost, and so on. There's like a wall of text or pinned on some of these channels. That was a really fast Matters S item. Clash of Clans, not really. Like, I have maybe played it for 10-15 minutes in my life when it came out. Thank you for the sub, appreciate that. Welcome. Remembrance or nostalgia, longing, I have no idea. Both, yes. Why choose? I did play Clash Royale for a while, not like seriously, but I enjoyed it for a while, but that's also multiple years ago. Maybe like 10 years ago soon. What is the meaning of Zeus Rage? Why is Zeus raging? Please tell me, people of the guild, why is the Zeus Rage? Ooh, let's go!
When is the bathtub stream?
I think we are doing it together with Donut, are we? Cheers, dude. Thank you. Once again, cheers. Holy crap. The bathtub stream. Oh, man. Oh, man. I think we can also do it together with Hammy once he comes to pick me up with his new sports car, and we do a vlog live streams together. That's also, yeah, any day, I think. Any day. Thank you for the sub. Right, Hammy? Any day? All on Giants guy, he kind of lost the last marbles when Giants were nerfed, so yeah, he hasn't recovered. He's like not fully there. Maybe one day when Giants will be great again, he will make a return. Seasonal colonies, did they reset now? Yay, we get to do them. Thank you, by the way. I would have forgotten. Thanks. How many? 26. Okay, that's not bad. Let's do that. Click, 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 click. How much of my keyboard and my mouse can you hear, by the way? Because I had to buy new keyboard and new mouse because both of them broke. So I have a brand new keyboard and a brand new mouse. Might be a little bit different than usually. Like, my mouse was acting weird, and I was like, okay, I have to buy a new one. This is a pretty old one. And then I was like, okay, thank God my keyboard is working, because I'm going to keep using this until it breaks down. And then literally like less than a week later, half of the buttons stopped working on my keyboard. I was like, okay, fine. So I'm scared what's next. My headphones are pretty old, so maybe they are the next in line. All windy guy. I'm more of an all on succubus guy, but yeah, good work. Good work. best items on my account. So the DCDIQ stuff. Yeah, you're laughing now, but wait until I get that. It's gonna be a max rolls for sure. It's gonna be the best DCDIQ stuff in the whole game. I promise. Still got the B staff, the Town Master rune. Obviously, yes. It is. It's probably in my inventory. Let's see. Ah, here we go. How could I ever get rid of this? It's the best item in the game. I also have the extremely great bow on my Thunder Towers as well. This might be the best B tier bow in the game. I mean, it's not much, but it's definitely something. Wrong colonies, we go here. Let's finish these. I know, they are my most prized possessions. I only wish we had a way to showcase an item in our profile. I would love to put the staff in there. Rogue accessory 4 times gold per hit. Oh man. Yeah, pure Town Archer is the strongest option. It's not easy to switch to if you are already using something else. But I think Poison Town Archers would be a pretty good alternative option if you want to try that modis. I don't have a up-to-date video for that, but I don't know how many live streams ago when we changed my alt account from Lightning to Poison. Using that live stream video, it can be found on my channel on the live page. It should have a pretty obvious name and thumbnail changing to Poison build. That build would be something you want to go for. The population is so low because they just reset, so once people, clear them, then the population will go up. We are done. 5 billion gold. Let's go. Not bad, I guess. And we have, well, let me farming for 4 minutes and then I'm gonna be changing guild. Oh man, I really need to try that pure Town Archer. Another thing to do, another thing to do. My skill tree, this is a mess. Like, there's so many unnecessary things in here. But sure, I'll scroll through this. There's, like, way too many points. Like, probably half of them are not needed. See you, Maddie, if you come up with any ideas you want to try, let me know, Let's try and get the build working. Enjoy your day. Hope it's not too busy. Welcome, Render. Where can I get the runes? You get the runes from the dungeon, so you get them as a drop from the bosses. They have really low drop rates, so unlike in Dragons, you won't get them. Like, when you do a run, there's a high chance you get nothing, because the drop rate is low. Well, of course we get something now when I'm trying to show it. But yeah, there's a good chance that you get nothing when you do a run. You just have to do it enough. And then you add them in the forge. So first you add a socket to the item that you want to place the rune on. Like for this, for example, you need to add a socket. And then you have to do the enchant function, select the item in here, and then select the rune that you want to use on that item, and enchant, and then it will get added. That's the basics. Yeah, you probably can farm the beginner dungeon if you want. And I would recommend looking out for one of each skill level +1 runes, and then as many attack speed runes as you can get. And possibly save some poison stacks as well. So try to get attack speed runes. You will need a lot of these, and try to get, well, 8% or better, preferably, but maybe 7% can work early on as well. If I feel bored at the game and I don't want to do anything, I just let it run on auto battle, and I just do something else, and before I know it, I want to do something again. So yes and no. No worries, Render. There's also an item guide linked in... It should be linked in the description. I'm not sure if it's the spreadsheet or the video that is linked, but if it's the video, then the spreadsheet can be found under the video. It includes all the, well, the runes as well that you want for each different unit. So it might be helpful for you as well. You can just save it for yourself for later use. Single cooldown line, not the great one. We are not keeping this. I don't think we are getting the DCDIQ today. It looks impossible. Maybe tomorrow or the day after. My real life name? Maybe I'll reveal it one day. 100,000 subscribers special. Yeah, 100,000 subscribers special sounds pretty good. LD Cloud doesn't have a completely free trial. You can get the first 6 hours for 10 cents through the link that I have under my videos. But that's the lowest, I believe. There are some options where you can like watch ads in the app to get like a couple of minutes use time, but it seems really low. Not really worth it to me. Double attack speed S items are pretty decent for... Well, you can use this for Frozen Tower, for example, for Helmo, so it's a pretty decent one to save. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I finally got some farming done on main. 28 items is great, and now it's time to switch skills, I suppose, so... back to the old. Back to the old. I'll do 3 more dragons and then I'm gonna switch skills. Do you have any tips stabilizing Devilhorn 4 build? It's just gonna be about the items, really. It could be multiple things that could help you, but really just more items and more cooldown skill level +1 light. How many do you have in your build right now? Okay, 1 more. No DCDIQ. Fine. Fine, you win, stupid game. So, season reset. Yay. Congratulations, ZEUSRAGE, for the first trophy ever, and it's top 2. That's pretty nice. So now it's time for me to leave. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, ZEUSRAGE, and we will change to SD. Of course, that crashes every time. There we go. Back to normal. Back to normal. Oh yay, we got the crystals. Okay, let's do a 30 skip so they don't know that I am not waving yet. We can squeeze in maybe a couple of more bone kills. I have to go any minute now, so we are just having the last minutes in here. Let's check the SD luck. How to get a lot of 3x game speed and time auto battle? Well, with real money, really. You're gonna get the 20 minutes 3x game speeds, 10 sets of those every day for free. And if you want any more, then you have to just spend real money. 15 boxes, that's nice. 87 crystals. How much is 87? What rank was I? 53. Damn. At 50, I would have gotten a trophy, but since we farmed, no trophy. It's fine. $24 CDE? Well, 24 CDE should be enough. So it's going to be about the quality of the items, or maybe there's something wrong with the build. Which build are you using? Poison TA? Good day to you as well. We don't have official date. I would estimate maybe during next month. I don't think it will be out this month, at least. But I do hope that next month. I'm gonna try to appeal to Dev that he doesn't keep on adding new things before making it live, and he would instead work on them after the update, but we shall see. I have 6,000 defense on Red Dragon. I have a few nice S tier items. Should I skip Sin and grind Legendary? If you have a few nice items, then you can skip Sin. The whole purpose of doing Sin is to get a couple of nice items. So, especially if you have some cooldown items at least on your previous Necromancer, then you can just wave until you can do Legendary Dragon. Doesn't really hurt. Poison TA with double proc windy. Are you willing to let go of windy if that gets you Devil Horn 4? Because it might just be better to use some alternative. But otherwise, Poison TA should be good enough to go. And what crowd controllers are you using? Do you have slingers, I assume? Okay, I need to go. Now, if you wanna post your build to me in Discord, I can take a look when I have a time, Monkey. So just DM me. We can maybe check out. Oh, hey Siri, I didn't see you there. Yeah, I have to go. So thank you all for joining in. I will start waving now since the new season started. A new video will be out. I'll get it out tomorrow. I'll work extra hard. I will get it out tomorrow, and then I'll see you maybe on the next live stream during weekend. I should have time, either on Friday or Saturday, so I will probably see you then as well. Unless there's some huge update, I need to make more videos, but then we will see you in a video. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. If you haven't joined my Discord yet, the link is in the chat, in the description. Please feel free to do so. It would be wonderful to have all you joining here. So yep, for now, thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.